Well, Matt, save the best till last.
Great chase, wasn't it? To be fair to the batters there, Lloyd and Sellers, gave us a great start, great platform, and lost a couple of wickets there. But to see the skip there at the end, and obviously Dan striking it as he can, and what we've seen, quite a lot of him. It was real good confidence booster, I guess, for him. But just nice that we've really got a bit of a formula this year in T20 cricket. I've loved what Prem Sisodia has brought to the team and what he's done with the ball, and I think Timmy van der Gooten has looked to take wickets throughout, which he's done. Again, another 2 or 3 for him today. So a lot of pleasing signs. Look, it's still, we haven't qualified, so we're disappointed, but I think we're getting a bit of a system in place now, which hopefully we'll see is good for the future. And that's what, if we see improvements year on year, then you're happy. It's when you regress, then you get a bit frustrated, as we have done in the red ball cricket this year.
Yeah, how much solace does finishing with 2 wins give you, even though you don't go through?
Yeah, look, it's amazing what guys can do if you think, without any pressure, if you like. But they have to play every game like that. They have to have that same mindset, whether it's the first, second, third, fourth, last game, semi-finals. You have to go in with that same attitude as the lads have come in this, and it's up to each individual to work out their best way of approaching games mentally. Because that's the only difference. It's not talent, it's not ability, it's how you address these things from how clear are you in your thinking, essentially.
Obviously there hasn't been an awful lot of cricket to talk about, but you mentioned the red ball stuff not being as good as last season. Was that simply down to the absence of Marnus Labuschagne, do you think?
And David Lloyd.
And David Lloyd.
I think David Lloyd's a big player for us. Obviously a homegrown lad, a huge passion for Glamorgan cricket. So I think that was a big loss for us. We had some, bright signs there. The performances of Callum Taylor, Billy Root. I thought had another fantastic year. Sellers showed glimpses, although not quite as consistent as he has been in the past. But there was also a number of disappointments throughout the squad, which, these things happen. Some players took their opportunity, other players didn't. And again, I thought Timmy van der Gooten in the red ball bowled really well. And Callum Taylor in the last game showed that he could actually, potentially hold an end up in the first innings and spin the ball then in the second innings. So again, we've got plenty of food for thought for next summer, and there'll probably be a change as well at the top of the order next season with Lloydie popping up there, and it's something we've talked about. He sets a good way of going about playing the cricket. He's very positive movements, positive in defence, obviously positive in attack, and I think maybe with Selman and Hemfrey at times we miss that urgency at the top of the order, which batting as an opener in England you have to have openers looking to score runs, as Hugh Morris used to do, and Steve James, and players before that, speak to Alan Jones. It was all about looking to score runs, because you can't just sit back and wait, because it's the Duke ball does a bit. We obviously play a lot more cricket at the early season now, 4-day cricket, and a lot more at the end. So you have to have that positive intent, and it's something I've spoken to David Lloyd about. He's very keen to take on that role, and that for me is quite exciting. And it also allows us to free up and have some options in the middle order as well.
And next season, do you think that you have got the potential talent to go back to challenging in red ball cricket as you did in 2019, when you were in the hunt right until the last game?
Look, I think that the difference between last season and this year has been runs on the board. We were consistent last year. We got good scores consistently and gave our bowlers something to bowl at, and that's been short this year. So with the emergence of 1 or 2 young players, that will hopefully kick on next season, and in a bit of a shuffle of the order, there's no reason why we can't get those runs as required on the board. I think having Marnus, if he's at this stage it looks as if he may be available for quite a lot of cricket for us, but as we know, international schedules change quite a bit. But he was a big player in more than just the runs he scored, and what he brought to the environment. So that was really important, and it helped push the other lads on as well to achieve and reach their potential. So it'd be brilliant to have him back. But if Marnus isn't available for whatever reason, we have to look at other options, of course.